Well, Mayor Jim Paine traveled to Sawyer County advocating for state funding for a superior school system. Paine traveled to Hayward yesterday, participating in a statewide finance committee meeting. His goal was to ask the state to allocate more funding to public education when finalizing the next biennium's budget. He referred to previous years when he says the committee declined certain school funding, ultimately resulting in the closure of a superior elementary school and increasing local taxes in the area. Paine said school funding is a serious crisis right now.